Well, if you watch my videos, you probably can tell that I'm up Highway 12. Just came up for the first time this summer to see how the elk are doing. This is a spike-only unit. However, this was a lucky year for my youngest son and I. I drew a cow tag for this unit, so just looking for a cow archery elk. And my son drew a rifle cow tag for another area near my house. So pretty lucky this year. I'm just going to put in a little bit of time and make sure the tree or the ground blind is still good, and look for some fresh beds and just see what's up here. I've already kicked a calf up, but I couldn't get it on film, but definitely smell elk, so should be good. All right, found a game trail that's being used, so I'm just going to follow it up. You know, if I get a warning bark, that's fine. It's month before my season opens. So if I get a warning bark, at least lets me know that the elk are right here. But in a little bit, we should be able to find their beds, last year's rubs. They like to hang out in this area, and this is also an area where there's some pretty nice wallows that about every other year get pretty active. So I'm not quite sure if the bulls come through here every other day, or if there's actually some bulls that stick around here and hang out with the cows. But I've got some big bulls on film. This is where Jurassic lives. Well, I hope he's still alive, because it'd be nice to see him again. Big 7x7 with palms. Big elk. But my last big bull was killed here, so I should be able to get drawn for that one of these days. But hey, getting drawn for a cow elk, I'm excited about that. I don't care about the horns. I want some meat. The freezer's empty. So we ate a lot of elk last couple years and got an empty freezer. My oldest son got a nice buck last year on eastern Washington, but counting on my youngest son now. Got a buck tag, actually any deer tag, and I got the cow tag, and then he got a cow tag for another mountain pass in the Cascades. And so should be a good season. All right, as predicted, found a bed, elk bed. I'll show it to you and then point out a couple features that, if you're a new hunter, kind of what to look for. So anyway, here's the bed. You can see all the pine needles and leaf debris has been pushed out to the side. In fact, here's a hoof print that they've been just kind of kicking back. So being that it's by itself, very well could be a bull. I don't see any urine marks. A lot of times when they bed and they stand up, they will urinate, pee, and then you can tell if it's a cow or a bull. Bulls are going to make a straight down splatter mark. Oftentimes even kind of makes a little bit of a hole. And then the females are just kind of more of a spray onto the ground. So it could have dried up too. It could have been from yesterday, but definitely no pine debris in it, so hard to say. All right, let's keep looking. Kind of making a lot of noise. I'm trying to get to this top of the ridge line, which I actually normally don't do. I usually come up during hunting season, come up from the bottom of either side of this ridge, but coming up on the ridge because I'm trying to get away from all the mosquitoes that have hatched. My goodness, this is more mosquitoes than I've ever seen, even with the bug spray I put on, which I do not highly recommend. The eucalyptus and whoever knows what other flavors on it. It seems like it's attracting the mosquitoes more than it's fighting them off. It's like eucalyptus and unicorn pea or something. I don't know. It's not working. My hands are all bit up and back of my neck, which is crazy. They also like the top of my head, which then gets a big bump. Really irritating. But anyway, I like to be on top of this ridge today because I'm not trying to be quiet. During hunting season, I may or may not be wanting quiet. Sometimes I come in quiet, sneak up on them with the wind going right. Sometimes I make noise because elk make noise. So if they're really cow calling and stuff like that, I can make a little bit of noise and not feel too bad about it. Do cow calls. Whoa. Do cow calls with them and everything's good. Boy, there's a lot of down trees too. Oh, something just ran across. I don't know what that was. Something just ran across the trail. I just saw sunlight and then darkness and sunlight. So let's go explore. I literally just walked into a wall of complete elk stink. Let me show you what we got going on here. Got another bed with fresh elk scat. Bed. Oh my God, it stinks so bad. That is a bowl. Cow would have more dignity than that. Jeez. Another bed right here. Holy cow, it is literally one of the strongest elk scents I've ever smelled. Man, the mosquitoes are brutal. Anyway, it is super strong. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving because the dang mosquitoes are ferocious. You'd think they'd need water. Little bastards, eating me alive. Oh, here's a good bed. Check this out. So, earlier I said I saw something cross. Look at that. Even got some urine in the tracks. Nice. So we are in the right spot and they are up here. Man, I'm gonna put the camera away for a second. Mosquitoes are brutal. Okay, more elk sign. One of my ground blinds is up there and the elk actually come from down below and they come up here. So get some decent shots once in a while. But I also have a ground blind over here, which is where I took my last nice 6x6 bull. So that was with a muzzleloader at 19 yards. So a 19-yard shot with a bow would be fun. Hope so, right? Bye. Okay, more beds over there, more beds here. This looks like the one they just got up. But, oh, sorry, mosquito in my face. Beds over there, beds right here. Looking pretty good. I don't smell the super stinky smell I smelled up above. And that must have been a bull. It's so stinky though, I don't know. Maybe it was Bigfoot, I don't know. Anyway, oh geez. More beds over there. More beds right here. Nice. Folks, I think we're into elk. I think my cow tag should be definitely have elk around me. Now it's just going to be my job later in September to shoot straight and come out packing heavy. Should be up to me. Found the elk. They're still here. It's awesome. Alright, well, the mosquitoes are chasing me out of here. I had a big plan for a big day, but that's not happening. The mosquitoes are too ferocious. I mean, really bad. Probably the worst I've seen, but it's my fault for being up here in mid-July, I guess. Anyway, just above those beds, or just below those beds that I just got done showing, is my ground blind. I have one up above on the ridge and one down here low, and this is where I killed my big bull. We just had a bunch of down timber that we actually just pulled and it was already cut, so we just cut off to length what we wanted. But anyway, this is a really nice place to hunt because right through there, right there, and right there is where the elk come up. And so when I harvested my big bull, he chuckled. We didn't hear any bugles all day. I mean, that year. We heard hunters, but there were elk running around, but they were pretty tight-lipped. So we were just packing up and heard a light chuckle. So I told my dad, he was with me, it was pretty cool. Told my dad, hey, there's an elk coming. And sure enough, right up from down below, there's some beds down there as well. But he was heading up to get into these upper beds that I just showed you on the ridge. And actually, could be one of his offspring that I smell up here that's so stinky. But I'm going to actually, because of the mosquitoes, just head back and probably go up another area. Well, I found one of the reasons it stinks so bad right here. Just found a bunch more beds and a bunch more stuff I'll share with you. Check this out. So we've got a bed, a couple beds over there. Last year's rub or year before. And here we go, super stink. So that's going to be a cow. It's all splattered out. Oh, there's some more beds. Boy, the mosquitoes are killing me right now. More bed right here. More bed right there with fresh poop. Beds over there. I think my elk spot is still elky. I'm actually going to drop off the ridge down to where I parked instead of coming up a nice trail because that's the direction they went. And I would like to at least see one and say, okay, I'll see you during hunting season. Wait for me, please. Be nice of them.